All right, so need to change the faucet on my bathtub upstairs. Faucet handle, the faucet's leaking, so I'm gonna do that now. Take a little video on it in case anybody needs to know how to do that. So first step, you're gonna want to cut off the water, and so in my house, the water cutoff is downstairs for the upstairs area. So sometimes there is a lever or an access panel at the area where the faucet's at, but here there's not. It's just all downstairs. So I'm going to do that now. So I've got a little access area, and there we go. And so I've already cut it off, but you can see where the pipes go upstairs. So I've already turned these and cut them off. Pretty sure they both go upstairs, but I just cut them both off just to make sure. So it's the pressure regulator there, and so I've done that. We're gonna go upstairs now and attempt to replace the faucet. Okay, we're about to go in there and replace it, but I've got my son here, Joseph. He's going to help me out here. But we did get this kit. It's pretty expensive. I think it's probably one of the cheaper ones. But
yeah, I think it's one of the cheap ones. But
yeah, but it's going to do the trick, right? So, think it's going to do the trick.
Was it cheap or?
It was cheaper.
It was $85.
It was $85. So it wasn't that
Never
cheap.
mind.
It wasn't that cheap.
Never mind. No.
It's not the most expensive one though.
It's
No.
Just,
How
It's
much
gonna-
did you say it
It's
was?
going to do the trick. It's going to do the trick,
Yeah.
right?
Hey.
So,
Hey.
all right. So we're gonna
Do you not
move
like
on.
what I picked?
I love what you picked.
Okay.
I'm just doing.
I'm
doing a YouTube video.
I'm
doing
glad.
a YouTube video?
Yes.
Hi, YouTube.
That's my
Do
lovely
you have an
wife.
account?
I do.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Hi everybody.
So, here we go. Okay, so here we are, and this is the faucet. We ready? Are we ready, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do this.
Let's do this. So, trying to set this up where you guys can see it. There you go. So, a couple of things here. Definitely are going to need a couple tools. So, hand me those tools over there, Joe.
Here.
So, I've got a small monkey wrench here, and may end up needing a pair of channel locks, pliers, or something like that, but we'll see. And then I've got a screwdriver. I recommend flathead and Phillips, but this has got one that changes out, so should work out. So I think this is all I'm going to need right this second. Yeah, might help. That's right. So what we're going to do is, I've already cut off the water, and so now I'm going to go and I'm going to start with this, because this is the biggest part that's leaking right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that, but I'm going to go ahead and pull the pieces out that I need. So in the box here,
Here's
got
some directions somewhere.
this piece. I'm going to be replacing that piece. Probably, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and replace that because it's looking a little tarnished. So this looks a little better.
Hey, is this
Got the hot and cold.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Is this like a letter?
yeah. That's just the paperwork that came with it. So it's just trash. You can put it up there. So
Instructions are
yeah.
somewhere.
So you want to let's see here. I'm going to put the trash right over there. So I'm going to get this stuff out, and got the bolts,
I found the
screws.
instructions.
Yeah, okay, perfect. And we got this right here. Not exactly sure what that is just yet, but we're gonna find out.
Find out.
And that's right. So we're getting this
Something's
stuff out.
right there in the middle.
We got a piece here.
Yeah.
There's the faucet.
Nice. That's a nice looking one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
it
that one.
is. I like that.
Something right here.
And that's the head to the shower.
Nice.
So we'll be replacing that here shortly.
Ouch.
You got that piece? Okay. There is another piece for the head to the shower if we want to use it. Probably not going to need to use that, but. And what is that? Oh, we got a faucet handle.
Nice.
Nice.
Something in the middle.
Alright. And we have, what do we have here? I think this is the faucet.
Something.
This is the faucet, the valve, the faucet valve. So we're going to use that. What we're going to do is we're going to, when we get done installing this, and I think that the plastic piece actually doesn't, this is just a protector for the valve. We'll end up having to take that off, I think. But I think, I'm not sure. But either way, that's a valve that we can replace if we need to when we get in there. I'm not sure if we're going to need that yet either. So, and that is the pop, plastic little pops that come in the box that Joe is having a blast popping right now. So,
Bubble wrap.
bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap. So, all right. So here's what we're going to do here. We're going to go ahead and replace. I'm going to try to take this off now. This right here looks like it's got some caulking around there.
So you know how I've always wanted to be a YouTuber?
Yeah.
There I go.
There you go.
I'm only 8 years old and I already get it. Yay.
That's right. You're almost 9.
Yeah. I'm basically 9. Next month.
Yeah.
Next month I turn 9. Yeah. So.
All right. Oh, see, there you go. So it's turning right on around there. So that works. Now it looks like it's got a little piece there that we might actually need to. I'm not sure. It looks like it's turning pretty well right now. So we're going to see how this goes. It's turning. May not need to do that. The other one has one also. So I'm not quite sure there, but we're about to go with it.
Yeah.
So pretty sure that's the piece that needs to be replaced also inside there, so we're just going to take it off. Oops. Alright. So this is So it stopped turning, which means that I might actually be doing something wrong here. I might actually need to take that piece off. So that might be a wise idea, actually. So, well, tell you what, I'm going to pause this for a second and go get an Allen head, because that's what that is an Allen head, and to fit that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have an Allen head tool here. This just has a bunch of it in there. It's kind of it's all in one, and so anyways, so it pulls out, and I can pull the Allen heads out And I'm gonna use one of these here to see if I can get that. So. What do you think? This one or this one? This one or this one?
I think that one.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. Might be the next one up. Yeah, it's that one. Looks like. Oh, no, that one still might be too small. I'm going to try the next one up.
I kind of want to try that.
You want to try it? Okay. Just a minute to find the right one. Oh, there it is. See? Alright, so we're going to twist this.
Okay.
And let's see here. I think that there's an easier way to. There we go. Just there we go.
Okay.
All right. So hold on. Don't move it because they can't see. See. So it's pointed right there so that they can see everything. So you can point your head about right here. They can see you though if you want to say hey.
Hello.
Alright, so got that done. And oh, yep, see it slides right off. So, alright. So the crescent wrench might not be the best way to do it. It looks like I was probably twisting the pipe on the inside. So, you know, if I wanted to replace that pipe maybe, but so let me back that up. Maybe twisting it around to where you can get to the Allen is the best way. So using that crescent wrench, twisting it around, or crescent wrench, monkey wrench, whatever you want to call it, twisting it around so you can get to that, and then it just comes right off. See, so when I was twisting it, I was just turning that around to that place right there, and I don't know if that's going to create a problem or not. See the little ring right there? I think it's okay, but that might have been a problem. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think we're okay because that's where the screw was and the seal is right here. So probably going to clean that up just to make sure. But there it is. So you have the screw here that tightens everything up, and then the seal is on the inside. So that's what was leaking more than likely, is the seal on the inside. And so, you know, we had some probably come back later and put some caulking right here just to make sure that we don't have any water get in there or anything. But so anyway, so that's that. And we're gonna put the new one on. We'll just get rid of that.
Okay, so what can I do to help?
Well, you have gotten me all of these parts and the tools. So right this second, it's a little tight in here, and so right now you can be my helper just in case I need a hand.
Okay.
You probably shut that door because it's getting a little loud in there.
Yeah.
So how about that? So, all right. Just come here and watch and learn and be my helper if I need anything. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do, this is also an Allen wrench as well. Make sure we have, yep, it's the same one. And so what I'm going to do here is, you know, I think that, because I don't want to just drag this around, so I'm probably going to put this piece on the right way and then tighten it from underneath. It's probably going to be a pain, but that's, I think, what I'm going to do. So what we're going to do here, I think all this feels pretty good. So what we're going to do is. You see, they can't see if your head's in the way though. I know you want to say hey. You want to say hey again?
Doing good so far.
All right. So, all right. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna slide that piece on. Maybe we're gonna loosen this and see what happens there. We're gonna loosen the nut. Make sure that that's not hindering anything. Yep, and it just slides right on. And it feels pretty good. So that's probably why they had the caulk around there, because it does have a little bit of a gap. Okay, well, hey, come back, and it might need your help, okay? So what I may do, see if I can pull this way just a little bit. But it doesn't look like it wants to go, so I'm going to leave it like that, because I'm not necessarily prepared right now to go in and fix anything behind the wall if pulling on that damages anything, so I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do though is, alright, slide this back on, and I think we're good right there. So next step is see if I can get up under here. Let's see. Oh, see, it twisted around. So I'm going to make sure that this screw is in the right place. There we go. So I'm going to keep my finger on that. Might even tighten it a little bit right here, just to make sure. It didn't come with an Allen head tool, so you definitely need that tool. Okay, so I tightened this, but it looks like that the inside does screw in to this chrome piece here on the outside. So twisting it, twisting the old one was the right thing to do. You just don't twist it all the way off. You turn it around, just like I was saying, turn it around till you can get to the Allen wrench, and then you can. It's actually supposed to twist around once this piece right here is in there. Anyways, this one right here was just kind of, got to be careful with that because it was cutting into the pipe. But this one right here actually does twist around and tighten So that's important to know. Yeah, there you go. See, so that's important to know that that piece is down there. So actually, if I would have thought about that, I might have actually tightened it up here and done it like that. But since it's already down there, I'm going to leave it. So there it is. I think that's good to go. So I will throw a little bit of caulk around there on the outs, on the edge here, just to seal that up. But there's still a, there's a little bit of a gap right here down at the bottom, like on that one. So, but just to keep water from getting in here, I'll probably throw a little bit of caulking sealant right there at the top. So, anyway, so we're gonna move to this and take care of that piece. So, let's see here. Now, this right here, see, it's kind of loose, and I don't think it's supposed to be like that. So, we're just going to go ahead and take care of that. But this piece pops out.
Really?
There is two tabs right here. Yeah, tabs right here, so you can slide a screwdriver in there and just pop that center piece out. See, like that. And when you do that, there is a Phillips head screw right here. It looks like that was just loose, so if I would have tightened that up, might have fixed that looseness, but Mom wants the new one installed, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So what we want to do is go ahead and take this out here. Alright, I'm going to set that right there and just pull that piece off. So that piece just comes right off, and this piece right here comes out. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull that and set it right here, and then take this plate off.
Hey, how long does my camp last?
I'm not sure. I have to look back on it, but I think it's for like a weekend. So, yeah. See what I'm doing there? I'm taking both of those screws out.
People who are watching, I have my game this Saturday, so cheer me on.
Yes, my son is
I just had
had his first basketball game.
Yeah, it was last night, yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah, I think my team got like 4 or 6 points, and so I think our team is called the Raptor team.
The Raptor team.
Yeah, the Raptors or something. And then there's a blue team. We're the black team, and the other team is blue.
That's right.
Yeah, and so I think they got like 14 or 16, and we got like 4 or 6.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. You did good. It was a good game.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now we've taken those screws out. Okay. I'm gonna take that piece off. There.
Nice.
Okay. So they had a piece there to kind of keep water from getting in, and that other new piece there has one as well. So, so we're gonna go ahead and do away with this. And I don't think that we really need to do anything else there. I think the valve was fine. That fills okay. So I'm probably going to keep the valve that came in it for a rainy day or when this goes bad. Until then, I think I'm just going to go with the replacement plate, and I'm just going to keep the one that's in there. It looks just fine. So that big valve that was
Yeah.
in there.
And it also shows you which way to turn.
That's right. Yeah, it looks better. It's got
Yes.
a better knob here, and that works out. It's got an Allen at the bottom too. It looks like so there's that. But we're just gonna go ahead and do that, nice and simple, and we'll have the valve if it ever needs to be replaced. So, all right. So with this right here, so you can see the words. You want the words to be right side up and hot, cold, off. So that's how you kind of know that it's in the right spot, right? Also, you have the screw holes. They'll line up as well. So you see the screw holes right there, and right there. So they're going to line up, and I'm going to put those on. So I'm going to go ahead and put the new screws in, because why not? It comes with them, right?
Yeah.
So
I do not want to put them on.
that's right.
Otherwise, it would just fall out.
And as long as they fit, it does look like they're a little longer than the original ones, so that might be a problem. See how their original ones were that long. So we'll see how that goes. We might have to use the old ones. Yeah, if they don't, we'll just use the old ones. So I'm gonna slide that on in there, and let's just see how that works.
Yeah.
So. And, you know, when it's all said and done with, I might actually have to use the old one, because you know what I'm seeing here is that the holes are not quite lined up, I don't think. I think that one is wider than the other, and yep, the other one's a little wider than the other, so that might present a problem. So this might actually be a task for a different day, because I'm going to have to probably do another video, because in order to replace that is a lot more surgery. I'm going to have to cut a hole on the back side of the wall in the closet to get to the plumbing and replace that valve in order to replace this. And I'm not prepared to do that today, but we will make another video on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
once you stick this in the box there, and we're not going to need this right now, because that'll be on the other one, so stick that in the box.
Okay.
All right. And want to stick the big screws in the box there too. We're going to put this back on. So since you saw this come off, I'm going to pause for a second, put this back on, and then we're going to go back to the head of the shower. So, all right. Okay, so got this back on. I can't exactly remember which direction it points to for.
You gotta use the directions on your phone.
Well, no, for the hot or cold. So I'm gonna, when I turn the water back on, I'm gonna see which direction is hot or cold.
This way is hot, this way is cold, and then this way is off.
I'm sure that that's right, but just in case, I'm gonna wait until I turn the water back on, and that way I can see for sure, and then I can tighten this afterwards. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And so we're gonna put this on now up top. That's the head of the shower. That's right. So, all right. So I'm gonna take this piece off, and Mom doesn't like this. There's really nothing wrong with this, but
it turns back and forth.
Yeah. So for the boys' shower, they didn't like how this rotates, and so.
Because every time you turn it on, as it moves that way, or when another shower's on, it just makes a high pitched sound, and it turns that way, so it's more hard for
So it's aggravating for them. So we're gonna move it out of the way and give them a simple thing here. Yeah. So what we're gonna do?
Be more easier than replacing the faucet for the tub.
Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do: is we're gonna go ahead and bring this on in here. yeah, that was easy enough.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna rotate this around. Let me go ahead and take this piece off here. And all right. And I actually probably need to put some new tape on this. However, I don't have any with me. So we're gonna see. I may end up having to come back and take that out and take this off and put some tape on there. Some plumbing tape, but it has enough on there where maybe it won't. We'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this on anyways and see what happens. So we're gonna go ahead and slide this on here. And, you know, actually, I want to look at this here. Okay, so so I take this off here, and there is usually a filter in there, but it's actually there's not. So I'm gonna go with it. Sometimes I like to take the filter out because it holds the water pressure back, but there's not one in there. So we're gonna see how it goes.
Yeah.
That's just,
So.
I'm sure there's a good reason why they have the filter in there, but it usually holds water pressure back. So we're just gonna do that. We're gonna go with it. And get that a little turn. Just make sure, not much. It doesn't look like it could handle too much. Yeah, there we go. Looks like the other one was a little loose anyways. So that right there feels pretty good. So, okay. All right. So, we're going to go turn the water back on and see how everything goes.
Okay, be back in a minute.
Be back in a minute. All right, so going back in here, I'm going to turn on the faucet and, or excuse me, turn on the water to the faucet, to the bathtub. And let's see here, turn them back on and turn both of them on because they were both on before. And here we go. I'm gonna walk upstairs and see what happens. Okay. Say hey. All right, so walking back in here, and that's not a good sign. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but not a good sign, I don't think. So we're gonna see how this what's the problem here. I don't think there's an issue, but we'll see. Okay, so I believe I know what the problem is. It's gonna need to be in the next video, but all right, so that was the original issue, and I thought that, I guess it makes sense now, the valve is behind here, and so I thought that, okay, this right here was the valve in there was leaking, but yeah, I guess if it's constantly running water, then it's going to be the valve in here. That makes sense. So it won't actually, you can't turn it all the way off. If you can turn it on, but it is, yep, it is the valve back in there. So that makes sense. Gonna need to replace that. It's gonna be a little more surgery. I'm gonna have to go behind here. The closet to the master bedroom is back there, and there'll be gonna have to cut a hole and probably put an access door right there for that. But wow, all right, well, now I know. That's good information. What needs to be replaced when you are having that problem right there. So there you go. So I'll make a new video and on how to replace that valve. It's probably going to be a little more complicated, but we'll go from there. Till next time. Peace.